Did ancient Scandinavian traditions include rituals for the dead? Imagine a time when the land was filled with stories of gods, warriors, and spirits. Now, think about how those people honored their dead. Did they have special ways to say goodbye? The answer is yes, they did. During the Viking Age, which lasted from about 800 to 1100 years ago, Scandinavian people practiced many rituals for the dead. These rituals were not just about burying someone. They were about helping the soul move on and showing respect for the deceased. One of the most famous customs was the ship burial. In these rituals, important people like warriors or chieftains were buried in large ships or boats. They would place treasures, weapons, and personal items inside the ship, as if preparing the dead for a journey to the afterlife. The ship symbolized a vessel that would carry the soul to another world, often to Valhalla, the hall of the honored warriors. Cremation was also common, especially in earlier times. The body was burned on a funeral pyre, which was built to create a tall column of smoke. The ashes were then buried in mounds or stored in urns. Fire was seen as a way to purify the soul and help it ascend to the heavens. Along with these rituals, grave goods played a big role. Items like jewelry, tools, weapons, and even animals were buried with the dead. These objects reflected the person's social status and were believed to help them in the afterlife. Sometimes, weapons were deliberately damaged, bent or broken, to prevent the spirit from returning to haunt the living. Ritual sacrifices also took place during funerals. Slaves or servants might be sacrificed to serve the dead in the next world. Widows could be sacrificed at their husband's funeral to accompany him. These acts showed how important social roles and relationships were even after death. Burial mounds or stone monuments marked the graves and served as lasting memorials. These structures were often placed in prominent locations, making sure the dead were remembered. The rituals did not end with the burial. People believed that spirits could become restless, so they performed additional ceremonies to keep the dead at peace. Sometimes, they would drive stakes through the body or decapitate it to prevent it from rising again. These practices reveal how deeply they believed in a world beyond life and how they worked to protect both the living and the dead. So, yes, ancient Scandinavian traditions did include many rituals for the dead. These customs combined practical ways of disposing of the body with spiritual beliefs about the journey after death. They aimed to honor the dead and ensure they found their way to the next world, maintaining social order and respect for those who had passed away.